What's up, folks? It's your buddy here, Zero to Jail, back with another episode on my GT350R. Topic today I'm going to address is whether or not I should sell my GT350. It's been about a year since I moved the car, and needless to say, unless you've been sleeping under a rock or in a cave, the prices of our cars and pretty much everything else for that matter have gone up considerably. So presents a unique time for us who have owned these type of cars prior to the inflation skyrocketing. Kind of a temptation, if anything, that I don't know if you want to see it as a bad thing or a good thing. I guess it's a good thing if you're making the profit selling the car much more than for what you bought it for, or if it's a bad thing you have to pay these high premiums for cars that you could have gotten a year ago at a much lesser price. But all in all, people love the cars. Whether you're in the market for one, you're going to do what you can to get one, and if you have one and you're thinking about putting one on the market, it'll only benefit you. So yeah, for me it's like, should I sell my car now because of the profit I can make? I mean, it's not like we look at cars as investments or profits unless you're getting something that's really unique or rare. But for us common folks, or at least for myself as a commoner, it's a pretty big draw. And I've known several people, guys I ride with, guys I know online, that have already sold their 350s for good profit. Some of them have got into other cars like a Z06. Some of them are going to get into a GT500. So, all in all, you can't really criticize each other for what we do or what we don't do. At the end of the day, it just boils down to, well, it's your car. What do you want to do with it? So kind of want to take you on that struggle that I have, or that thought process with myself in terms of whether I want to do it, just kind of the drawbacks or what are the draws to selling my 350s. So yeah, that's what this episode is about. I do want to state though, I'm not an expert. I mean, I don't want to get into like how long will these prices continue to rise, what are they caused by. I'm sure that there are a bunch of experts out there who know much better than I what's causing the prices to go up and whether they'll continue to stay up. That's not kind of what this video is about. This video is about what should I do. So, and maybe you have an opinion. I would welcome your opinion in my comment section on what you think I should do. Those of you who have been on the journey I've had so far, I created this YouTube channel because I love cars and I have a 350, and I thought about it originally getting into the import scene. That didn't work out, but I mean, at least in the past it didn't, but maybe in the future it will. So who knows? If I did sell my 350, what would I get into? That's the big question. If you're a car guy or a car girl, there's only so far you can get before you want to get into something else. I will say this though, I've always been a Ford guy. Like, ever since I've been owning cars. Well, actually my first car was a Prelude, but after that everything else was a Mustang. I had a V6, 06 V6, I had a 07 GT, then I got into a 68 289 V8 that I restored, got rid of that, and then I jumped into a 350R. I kind of got to the phase where like I realized what I wanted, and when I saw the right car come along, saw the 350 on Jay Leno's video, I was like, okay, that's the car I'm gonna get. And then back in August of last year, as we got into the pandemic, prices were pretty low. Went on Craigslist, saw an ad for this 2019 350R from a private seller, and he listed it up, and I contacted him right away. Magnetic gray with black stripes. It was beautiful, and I pretty much picked it up right away. For those of you that don't know, the guy I got it from, he bought the car brand new off the lot. It was an impulse buy for him. It had 400 miles when I got it, but it had 0 miles when he got it. And he ended up letting it sit in his garage for a few months before, I guess, maybe his wife told him, hey, get rid of it. So he ended up selling it below MSRP, and I was able to take advantage of that. And as soon as I picked it up, yeah, it was pretty much the start of my journey. So yeah, I've invested a lot into this car, and just to see it go would be kind of sad because you personalize the car in a lot of ways to match you. I don't think it's so far out there that someone that wanted to pick it up would be like, oh, it's too impersonal for them, him or her. But for myself, the things I've done to the car, like rims, PPF, changing out the steering wheel, the shifter knob, things like that, back seats, I think those are things that should be okay. If I were to sell it, I don't think it would be too much of a negative for other people who are interested. I do have all the original parts, so it's not like you would have to keep it the way I put it. But I mean, it's personal for me in a lot of ways. I started an Instagram page where I've gained some followers who seem to like the car just as much as I do. So I appreciate that, and you guys here on the YouTube channel, it's been really really fun for me to make these videos outside of the normal scope of life issues and things that I go through. So yeah, there's that personal attachment that I have. Not to say there haven't been bad times. Just owning a car like this, there's, especially with just the lack of things, or the expensive parts and so forth that come with owning a car like this, it's pretty up there. It's not your typical Civic where you can just walk into a AutoZone or Riley's and just get whatever you need for the cheap. And I've looked into splitters for this car, swings and rims. Man, these things are out there, like 2K for a spoiler, upwards of 8K for a full new set of carbon fiber rims. These are not cheap, so you gotta really do due diligence when you're out there driving this car and just making sure you're taking care of things, especially because it's so low and you can pretty much hit or scrape anything on the road or the freeway. So that's always a nerve-wracking thing. So not having to worry about that would be a draw, or I guess it would be a negative if you did own it. Sorry, I got my kids in the background laughing. But a positive would be just continuing to drive it. I mean, every time I take it out, I still get the thumbs up, I still get the acknowledgement. I don't get that in a lot of other ways in my life. I'm just kidding. I get it from my wife, so that's plenty enough. But yeah, I mean, it's just a blast to drive, and people recognize, people that know the car when you're out on the street, they know what it is. And it's just like you got that instant bond connection. I've had another 500 pull up next to me, 350 owner, and every time you see another 350 on the road, you're just like, oh, that's badass, man. What's up, dude? Like, it's like an exclusive club that I don't get when I drive my truck or my family car on the road and I see another 350. Yeah, if you love the car, you love the car. And people that know the car, when you're out there, who knows? I mean, maybe that cop, that CHP that I showed earlier in this video, maybe he was like, hey man, this guy's just having fun in his badass ride, I'm just gonna let him go. That's never happened to me before. So yeah, you get a lot of unique experiences riding this kind of car out on the road. It's just a blast to drive, and it's overall a very enjoyable experience. Take it to Cars and Coffee. I see a lot of 350s, but I don't see a lot of 350Rs. So there's something unique about the R. Oh, and my youngest daughter's here. What do you think, Sarah? Should I sell my car or should I keep it? What do you think?
Keep it. What's up?
That's my oldest daughter. Should I keep the car or should I sell the car?
What car?
The Mustang.
No.
No? Well, that's a response from all three of my kids. How about my dog? Bree, should I keep the car or should I sell it?
Bruh.
Well, she just walked away, so I guess she doesn't really care.
No, she barked. I heard her
That was
bark.
you barking. Don't be silly.
No, that was her.
So that's it, folks. Yeah, I mean, still going through the journey of thinking whether or not I should sell it or not. Still, I'm not there yet.
How dare you?
Right now, I'm leaning towards keeping it, but it is the winter time. Can't really take it out much. Maybe as I get towards the spring or the summer, I'll probably drive it more. I want to keep it even more, so who knows. So what have you done? If you've owned a 350 or if you own a 350, what are you thinking about doing or not doing? I would love to hear your opinion in the comment section. So let me know. This is your boy Zero to Jail. Checking out till next time. Take care, folks. Bye.